Chosen
Your
one.
past was not allowed
You did
into your
not press
future
play
wealth.
by accident. You are here because heaven aligned this moment with precision. You've been feeling it, haven't you? I feel lost. This life doesn't fit me anymore. I want more, but I don't know where to begin. I can sense I'm about to gain something, yet I'm losing so much at the same time. Chosen one. As you're listening right now, you may be quietly asking yourself, why does this feel like it's speaking directly to me? That's because it is. This message was released at the exact moment your spirit was ready to hear it. Ecclesiastes reminds us there is an appointed time for every purpose under heaven, and you are standing in that appointed time now. Anointed one, you are at the edge of a supernatural shift. What feels like separation is not loss. What feels like confusion is not delay. Heaven is preparing you for sudden elevation, divine alignment, and a wealth transfer that your old life could never sustain. Do not click away. If you stay to the end, this word will bring clarity, confirmation, and spiritual positioning for what is coming next. Before we go further, subscribe now to stay connected to this prophetic flow. Comment 777 and the city you're watching from as a declaration that you are chosen, aligned, and committed to receiving everything God is releasing over your life. Chosen one. There is a reason your spirit has been restless lately. There is a reason the life that once felt familiar now feels heavy, noisy, and misaligned. You didn't suddenly become ungrateful. You didn't suddenly lose discipline. What happened is quieter and far more sacred than that. Your spirit moved before your surroundings did. I remember a season in my own life when nothing around me was wrong, yet everything inside me felt tight, like I was wearing a life that no longer fit. I kept asking God to fix the discomfort, not realizing the discomfort was the answer. What you are feeling right now is not confusion. It is transition. Heaven is intervening not by adding more, but by removing what can no longer go with you. Anointed one, this is how divine elevation begins. God rarely announces wealth by depositing money first. He announces it by unsettling foundations that cannot support what is coming. The old routines start to feel draining. Conversations that once energized you now leave you empty. Places you used to tolerate suddenly feel suffocating. This is not rebellion. This is refinement. Scripture reminds us that new wine cannot be poured into old wineskins without loss, and what heaven is preparing to pour into your life carries weight. Wealth, real wealth, is not just provision. It is responsibility, exposure, and assignment. Your old life cannot follow you into this because it was built for survival, not stewardship. Chosen one. I need you to hear this without fear. The separation you are experiencing is not punishment. It is protection. When God prepares someone for increase, He also narrows their environment. I have lived through seasons where doors closed without explanation, relationships faded without conflict, and opportunities disappeared without warning. At the time, it felt like loss. Looking back, I see mercy. God was removing noise before releasing clarity. He was stripping distractions before releasing direction, and He is doing the same for you now. What feels like isolation is actually insulation. Heaven is protecting what is being formed in you. Anointed one, there is a grief that comes with this process, and it is rarely spoken about. You are not only letting go of people or places, you are letting go of a version of yourself that once worked. You are grieving who you used to be when life felt simpler, when your dreams were smaller, when your faith did not require this level of courage. I remember grieving a version of myself that felt safer, even though that version was slowly dying. If you feel sadness rising for no clear reason, do not suppress it. You are not grieving loss, you are grieving transition. Even Scripture shows us that before promise comes fulfillment, there is wilderness, and wilderness always asks you to release something. Chosen one. This is why the old life cannot follow you into this wealth. It is not that it was evil, it is that it is finished. Some mindsets cannot survive abundance, some habits cannot coexist with overflow, some relationships cannot handle elevation. Wealth exposes everything. It magnifies discipline or lack of it. It amplifies wisdom or insecurity. God is too loving to bless you in a way that would destroy you, so He is adjusting you first. I had to learn that God is not slow. He is precise. When I stopped fighting, the pruning provision followed naturally. Not always immediately, but inevitably. Anointed One, heaven is not asking you to figure everything out right now. It is asking you to surrender. There is a quiet authority that comes when you stop explaining yourself to people who cannot understand your calling. There is a peace that settles when you accept that not everyone is meant to walk into your next season with you. Even Jesus walked away from crowds that could not receive what He carried. Alignment always costs something, but what it gives you in return is stability, clarity, and favor that cannot be manufactured. Chosen one. I want to speak to the fear you haven't said out loud. The fear that if you let go fully, you won't know who you are anymore. I felt that fear too. I wondered who I would be without the identity I built, without the approval I relied on, without the structure that once defined me. What I discovered is this: when God removes an identity, He replaces it with authority. You are not becoming smaller, you are becoming truer. And truth carries wealth effortlessly because it is aligned with heaven. Anointed One, divine wealth does not arrive to impress people. It arrives to fund assignment. It comes with discernment, with boundaries, with a new way of seeing the world. That is why God is teaching you to be comfortable with silence right now. That is why your tolerance for chaos is disappearing. That is why you no longer argue for your worth. These are signs of elevation, not withdrawal. You are being trained to carry more without losing yourself. Chosen one, do not rush this season. Do not try to recreate what you left behind, and do not drag the old into what God is building. Every time I tried to bring old habits into a new season, I felt resistance. Every time I trusted God enough to release fully, alignment followed. Heaven is never late. The vision does come at its appointed time, just as Scripture reminds us, and when it comes, it does not delay. What is forming in you right now is preparing you to receive without leaking, to hold without fear, and to steward without pride. Anointed One, if your life feels lighter and heavier at the same time, you are exactly where you need to be. Lighter because what was draining you is leaving. Heavier because what you are about to carry has substance. This is not the end of your story. This is the shedding before the shift. And when this process is complete, you will not need to announce your elevation. It will speak for itself. Chosen one. There is a moment in every divine transition where heaven stops whispering and starts rearranging. You may have noticed it already. Things that once held together with ease are now requiring effort. Structures that once felt stable now feel fragile. This is not because you are failing. It is because God is lifting weight off foundations that were never designed to carry what is coming. I remember a season when I tried to reinforce my old life with discipline, prayer, and sheer willpower, thinking if I just tried harder, the discomfort would pass. It never did. The pressure increased until I finally understood God was not asking me to fix what was breaking. He was asking me to release it. Anointed One. This is where many people misunderstand divine timing. They assume that when God is about to bless them, everything should become easier all at once. But often the opposite happens first. The old life begins to resist you. It starts pushing back. You feel friction where there used to be flow. That friction is holy. It is the signal that your capacity is expanding beyond your current container. Heaven is not cruel. Heaven is precise. When God prepares wealth, He prepares the vessel before the overflow. And preparation often feels like pressure before it feels like peace. Chosen one. You may be trying to explain what is happening to people around you only to find that the words fall flat. They hear your sentences, but they cannot hear your spirit. That is because this season is not meant to be negotiated or validated by those who are not walking it with you. There are transitions that cannot be explained without being misunderstood. I learned this the hard way. I tried to bring people into a process God had not assigned them to witness. Their confusion became my doubt. Their fear became my hesitation. Eventually, God taught me silence, not secrecy, but sacred restraint. Some seasons require fewer explanations and deeper obedience. Anointed one. The old life cannot follow you into this wealth because it is rooted in a different assignment. That life was built to teach you endurance, humility, and faith in scarcity. But the season ahead requires wisdom, discernment, and stewardship in abundance. These are not interchangeable. Survival skills do not automatically translate into leadership skills. Hustle does not automatically produce clarity. And familiarity does not automatically qualify someone to walk with you into your next level. God is not dismantling your past to punish you. He is honoring it by letting it finish its work. Chosen one, I want to speak directly to the inner conflict you may be feeling right now. Part of you wants to move forward boldly, while another part keeps looking back, measuring what you might lose. This tension is normal, but it cannot lead you. Every time I hesitated at this stage, I delayed peace. Every time I trusted God enough to move without full visibility, alignment followed. Faith does not mean recklessness. It means obedience without needing complete reassurance. Scripture teaches us that the righteous walk by faith, not by sight, and that principle becomes very real in moments like this. Anointed one, you may notice that your appetite is changing. Not just physically, but spiritually and emotionally. What once satisfied you no longer does. Conversations that revolve around complaint, fear, or limitation now feel draining. Entertainment that once distracted you now feels empty. This is not judgment. This is maturity. God is refining your taste because what you consume determines what you can carry. Wealth requires discernment. Elevation requires discipline. And heaven will always adjust your desires before it adjusts your circumstances. Chosen one. There is also a quiet testing happening beneath the surface. Not a test of perfection, but a test of trust. Will you cling to what is familiar, or will you step into what is aligned? Will you keep trying to make the old life work, or will you allow God to build something new? I remember standing at that crossroads, aware that if I kept one foot in the past, I would never fully step into what God was offering. The moment I released the need to control the outcome, I felt something shift internally. Not excitement, but stability. That stability became the foundation for everything that followed. Anointed one, divine wealth does not rush. It waits for readiness. Heaven does not reward impatience. It responds to alignment. This is why God is teaching you to slow down internally, even if your external world feels unsettled. You are learning to listen more than you speak, to observe more than you react. These are not delays. These are upgrades. When your inner world becomes quiet, your discernment becomes sharp. and discernment is one of the greatest currencies you will carry into abundance. Chosen one, do not underestimate the power of this season simply because it looks ordinary from the outside. Some of the most significant shifts in my life happened while I was doing mundane things, working, resting, praying quietly, showing up consistently without applause. Heaven often hides transformation in routine. While you are adjusting to this new internal posture, God is aligning external opportunities you cannot yet see. Favor moves faster when you are not frantic. Provision flows cleaner when your motives are clear. Anointed one, you may also be confronting parts of yourself that were easy to ignore before. Old fears, old insecurities, old narratives about your worth. Wealth has a way of amplifying what is unresolved. That is why God is addressing these things now, not to shame you, but to free you. I had to face beliefs about money, success, and identity that I didn't even realize were shaping my decisions. When those beliefs were healed, my capacity expanded naturally. God is doing that inner work in you right now, even if you cannot yet articulate it. Chosen one, hear this clearly. Nothing you are releasing is being wasted. Every season you walked through served a purpose. Every relationship that taught you something mattered. Every struggle refined you, but seasons end and wisdom knows when to let them. The old life cannot follow you into this wealth because it has already given you what you needed. Now heaven is inviting you to trust the next layer of your calling. Anointed one, if you feel stretched but strangely calm, uncertain yet grounded, tired yet hopeful, these are signs that alignment is happening beneath the surface. You are not falling apart. You are being repositioned. And when the moment comes for heaven to release what has been prepared for you, it will not feel chaotic. It will feel inevitable. Chosen one. There is a sacred loneliness that enters your life when heaven begins to separate you for increase. It does not feel like punishment, but it does feel quiet. The noise fades. The constant back and forth of opinions, expectations, and emotional pull starts to thin out. At first, this silence can feel unsettling. You may wonder if something is wrong with you, if you've become distant, or if you've lost your warmth. But this is not emotional withdrawal. This is spiritual focus. God often removes unnecessary voices before he releases necessary direction. Anointed one. I remember when this silence first arrived in my own life. I was still surrounded by people, still busy, still productive, yet internally I felt alone in a way I hadn't before. Not lonely in despair, but alone in discernment. There were fewer people I could explain myself to. Fewer places where my thoughts felt understood. At the time, I resisted it. I tried to fill the quiet with activity, conversations, and distractions. But every attempt only made me more tired. Eventually, I realized God was inviting me into a deeper place of listening. When heaven speaks about wealth, it rarely shouts. It whispers direction into a quiet spirit. Chosen one. This is why your old life cannot follow you into this wealth. That life was built around constant engagement, constant reaction, constant proving. The next season is built around discernment, restraint, and intentional movement. Wealth that comes from heaven is not noisy. It does not arrive through panic or urgency. It arrives through alignment, and alignment requires space. God is not isolating you to harm you. He is creating room so your spirit can hear clearly without interference. Anointed one, you may notice that your tolerance for chaos has dramatically decreased. What once felt normal now feels disruptive. Emotional drama, unnecessary conflict, and even well-meaning advice can suddenly feel heavy. This is not arrogance. This is sensitivity. Your spirit is being tuned to a higher frequency. When a radio signal becomes clearer, static becomes intolerable. God is sharpening your awareness because the decisions ahead of you will carry weight. Wealth decisions are not just financial. They are relational, spiritual, and generational. Heaven is preparing you to choose wisely. Chosen one. There is also a subtle shift happening in how you relate to time. You may feel less rushed even when things are uncertain. Or you may feel restless when people around you are comfortable settling. This internal tension is not contradiction. It is evidence that your internal compass has recalibrated. You are no longer driven by urgency. You are being guided by timing. I had to learn this the hard way. There were moments when I tried to force outcomes simply because waiting felt uncomfortable. Every forced door led to unnecessary struggle. Every door I waited for, even when it required patience, opened with peace. Anointed one peace is one of the greatest indicators of alignment. Not excitement, not adrenaline, peace. God's peace does not always feel pleasant, but it does feel stable. It allows you to move without fear, even when the path is not fully visible. This is why Scripture speaks about peace that surpasses understanding. It does not need evidence to exist. If you feel an unusual calm settling beneath the uncertainty that is not denial, that is divine assurance forming within you. Chosen. One another sign of this transition is the way your identity is being quietly reinforced. You are less interested in impressing people and more interested in integrity. You are less reactive to criticism and more attentive to conviction. When heaven prepares someone for wealth, it fortifies their inner world first. Money amplifies identity. If identity is unstable, wealth becomes destructive. God is too intentional to skip this step. He is grounding you so deeply now that when increase comes, it will not move you off-center. Anointed one. There may also be moments when old fears try to resurface. Fears about responsibility, visibility, or failure. Do not mistake these thoughts for regression. Exposure brings awareness. As your capacity increases, so does your awareness of what is at stake. I remember feeling afraid not of losing money, but of mishandling what God might entrust to me. That fear drove me deeper into prayer, not paralysis. Healthy reverence refines you. It keeps you humble, attentive, and teachable. Chosen one. This season may also require you to redefine success. The world celebrates speed, expansion, and constant growth. Heaven celebrates obedience, wisdom, and sustainability. What looks slow to others may be strategic in the spirit. What looks like delay may be divine sequencing. When God builds wealth, He builds it to last. He does not rush foundations. He reinforces them. If you feel like your progress is internal rather than visible right now, do not be discouraged. Roots grow before fruit appears. Anointed one. You are also learning the discipline of saying no without guilt. No to distractions. No to obligations that drain your energy. No to opportunities that look good but feel misaligned. This is not selfishness. This is stewardship. Every yes costs something. And in this season, God is teaching you to protect your capacity. Wealth will demand boundaries. Influence will demand discernment. God is training you now, so you will not have to learn these lessons the hard way later. Chosen one. Pay attention to how your intuition has sharpened. You sense things before they happen. You feel misalignment quickly. You notice subtle shifts in atmosphere, tone, and intention. This is not imagination. This is discernment. Heaven is preparing you to move with insight rather than impulse. When wealth comes, not every opportunity will be for you. Not every open door will be yours to walk through. Discernment will save you from costly mistakes, and God is increasing it now. Anointed one, do not despise this quieter version of yourself. You are not shrinking, you are consolidating. Strength is being gathered inward. Authority is being rooted deeper. The old life required constant output to feel valuable. The new life recognizes value without performance. This is a profound shift, and it changes how you relate to money, people, and purpose. Chosen one, you are not being left behind while others move ahead. You are being positioned while others remain distracted. Heaven's timing does not compete, it aligns. And when alignment is complete, movement becomes effortless. Trust what God is doing beneath the surface. You may not see the full picture yet, but the clarity you need will arrive at the exact moment it is required. Chosen one. There comes a point in this journey where heaven asks you a deeper question, one that has nothing to do with money and everything to do with mastery. Can you carry increase without losing yourself? This is the moment you are standing in now. Wealth is not approaching you as a reward for effort alone. It is approaching you as a test of alignment. And God, in His mercy, always prepares the heart before He releases the harvest. Anointed one. Many people believe wealth will fix what feels unstable inside them, but heaven works in the opposite order. Stability comes first, then supply. I had to learn that abundance does not quiet insecurity. It amplifies it. If fear lives in the heart, wealth gives it a louder voice. If discipline lives in the heart, wealth multiplies it. That is why God has been slowing you down internally while your external world feels uncertain. He is not delaying you. He is steadying you. Chosen one. You may be noticing that your reactions have changed. Situations that once triggered anxiety now bring reflection. Problems that once felt overwhelming now feel solvable. This is not because life has become easier, but because your inner world has been strengthened. Heaven is upgrading your response system. When wealth arrives, pressure increases, visibility increases, responsibility increases. God is ensuring that pressure sharpens you rather than shattering you. Anointed one. This is also the season where motives are being purified. You are being asked why you want what you want, not to condemn you but to clarify you. Wealth pursued for validation will never satisfy. Wealth aligned with purpose will sustain generations. I remember asking God for more without fully understanding why I wanted it. Over time, He gently exposed places where my desires were rooted in fear rather than calling. When those roots were healed, my relationship with provision changed completely. God is doing that heart work in you now. Chosen one, you may feel an increasing discomfort with shortcuts. Opportunities that promise quick gain without integrity may suddenly feel wrong. This is discernment maturing. Heaven does not bless compromise. The enemy often presents counterfeit acceleration right before genuine elevation. Offers that look perfect on paper but feel uneasy in your spirit are not tests of opportunity. They are tests of obedience. God is training you to trust what you sense, not just what you see. Anointed one, wealth from heaven always comes with stewardship attached. It is not just about what you receive, but how you carry it, how you speak, how you decide, how you treat others when power shifts. God is observing not to accuse, but to entrust. Scripture shows us that those who are faithful with little are trusted with much. Faithfulness is not about scale, it is about consistency. What you do now quietly will determine what you are trusted with publicly. Chosen one. This is why the old life cannot follow you into this wealth. Old coping mechanisms cannot survive new levels of responsibility. Old emotional patterns cannot coexist with expanded influence. Old loyalties that pull you backward cannot walk with you into a season that demands forward vision. Letting go is not betrayal, it is obedience. Even Abraham had to leave what was familiar before promise could unfold. The leaving was not the blessing, but it was the doorway to it. Anointed one. There may be moments when you feel misunderstood, even by people who love you. They may question your choices, your pace, or your silence. Do not harden your heart toward them, but do not let their confusion shape your direction. I learned that love does not require agreement, and alignment does not require approval. God will never ask you to abandon compassion, but He will ask you to choose obedience over explanation. Chosen one. Another layer of preparation happening now is emotional regulation. Wealth introduces new stresses, decisions that affect others, expectations that did not exist before, and responsibilities that cannot be avoided. God is teaching you how to stay grounded under pressure. When emotions no longer control your reactions, clarity emerges. This is why you are learning to pause before responding, to pray before deciding, to wait before moving. These pauses are not weakness. They are strength in formation. Anointed one, you may also be experiencing moments of self-reflection that feel intense. You are becoming more aware of your inner dialogue, your habits, your patterns. This awareness is not meant to overwhelm you. It is meant to empower you. Awareness creates choice. Choice creates mastery. Mastery creates stability. And stability attracts sustainable wealth. God is not interested in giving you something you cannot manage. He is interested in partnering with you for long-term impact. Chosen one, pay attention to how your relationship with rest is changing. You may feel drawn to slower mornings, quieter evenings, or intentional breaks. This is not laziness. This is recalibration. Burnout cannot steward abundance. Exhaustion clouds discernment. God is teaching you to move from striving to stewardship. When rest becomes intentional, productivity becomes effective. This is a kingdom principle, not a cultural one. Anointed one. There is also a refining happening in how you view yourself. You are beginning to detach your worth from outcomes. Success no longer defines you. Failure no longer devastates you. This emotional stability is crucial for wealth. Money does not belong to those who are emotionally reactive. It flows to those who can remain clear-headed when stakes are high. God is strengthening your emotional core so you can remain anchored no matter what increases around you. Chosen one. This season may feel less dramatic than you expected. There may be no loud signs, no sudden announcements, no visible breakthroughs yet. That does not mean nothing is happening. It means everything is happening in the right order. Foundations are being set. Systems are being aligned. Capacity is being expanded. Heaven often works quietly when something valuable is being built. Anointed one, trust this process. Trust the slow strengthening. Trust the internal shifts. Trust the discipline that is forming. You are not being held back. You are being fortified. And when the time comes for provision to meet preparation, it will not feel chaotic. It will feel appropriate. It will feel steady. It will feel like something you were always meant to carry. Chosen one. There is a moment when heaven stops shaping you quietly and begins positioning you deliberately. You may feel it as a subtle shift in how you stand, how you speak, and what you tolerate. The same things that once pulled you emotionally no longer have access to you. This is not numbness. This is authority settling into your spirit. Authority does not announce itself loudly. It arrives as calm certainty. I remember realizing one day that I no longer needed to convince anyone of what God was doing in my life. The need to explain dissolved, and in its place came an unshakable knowing. That knowing is forming in you now. Anointed One this season is teaching you how to carry weight without leaning on noise. Wealth from heaven brings influence, and influence attracts opinions. If you are not grounded, those opinions will pull you in every direction. God is teaching you how to remain centered when attention increases. You are learning to listen selectively to discern whose voices matter and whose do not. This is not pride. This is stewardship of your focus. Focus is one of the most valuable resources you will ever manage. Chosen One, there is also a strengthening of boundaries happening that may surprise you. You may find yourself saying no more easily without guilt or explanation. You may walk away from conversations sooner, protect your time more fiercely, and guard your energy more intentionally. These boundaries are not walls, they are gates. They allow what is aligned to enter and keep what is draining outside. When God prepares someone for wealth, He teaches them that access is sacred. Not everything deserves entry into your inner world. Anointed One, you may be noticing that old patterns are surfacing one last time. Old fears, old temptations, old mindsets may try to reintroduce themselves. Do not be alarmed. This is not regression. This is exposure. Before God seals a new level, He allows you to see clearly what no longer belongs. I experienced this when habits I thought were gone suddenly reappeared, not with power, but with clarity. I could see them for what they were, tools of a season that had ended. Awareness stripped them of influence. The same is happening for you. Chosen One Heaven is also refining how you handle disappointment. Not every door will open, not every plan will work, and that is intentional. God is teaching you resilience without bitterness. Wealth requires emotional maturity. You cannot afford to internalize every setback or personalize every delay. I learned that disappointment is not rejection, it is redirection. When I stopped arguing with closed doors, I started noticing open paths I would have otherwise ignored. God is training you to move forward without resentment. Anointed One, this season is also confronting your relationship with control. Wealth introduces complexity. The more you try to control outcomes, the more exhausted you become. God is teaching you trust at a deeper level than before. Trust not just in provision, but in process. I remember struggling to release control, believing that letting go meant losing ground. What I discovered was the opposite. When I surrendered outcomes, my clarity increased. Decisions became cleaner. Peace became consistent. Control left, and confidence remained. Chosen One, there is a quiet confidence growing in you that does not need validation. You may notice you no longer seek reassurance the way you once did. Compliments do not inflate you, and criticism does not dismantle you. This emotional neutrality is powerful. It allows you to assess situations objectively without emotional distortion. Wealth demands objectivity. Decisions involving resources, people and responsibility must be made from clarity, not insecurity. God is anchoring you in truth, so emotions do not drive your leadership. Anointed One, you are also learning how to wait without stagnating. Waiting does not mean doing nothing. It means doing the right things without forcing results. I learned to keep showing up, refining my skills, strengthening my discipline, and deepening my faith, even when outcomes were delayed. That consistency built capacity. When the moment came for expansion, I was ready. God is teaching you that preparation is productive, even when progress feels invisible. Chosen One, there may be moments when you question whether this path is worth the cost. Letting go is not easy. Being misunderstood is painful. Standing alone requires courage. But remember this, what you are releasing cannot compare to what you are being entrusted with. Temporary discomfort cannot outweigh long-term alignment. Heaven never asks for sacrifice without intention. What feels costly now will feel necessary later. Anointed One. Wealth from heaven is not about accumulation. It is about alignment. It is about resources flowing through someone who is positioned to handle them with wisdom. God is shaping you into a conduit, not a container. That requires humility, awareness, and obedience. You are learning how to hold abundance without clinging to it, how to lead without dominating, and how to prosper without losing compassion. Chosen One. This is also the season where discernment becomes instinctive. You sense motives quickly. You recognize alignment without overanalyzing. You feel when something is off, even if it looks perfect externally. Trust this. Discernment is one of the greatest gifts you will carry into wealth. It will protect you from costly mistakes and misaligned partnerships. God is sharpening this gift now because you will need it later. Anointed One, do not rush to define what success looks like in this next season. Let God reveal it. Human definitions are limited. Heaven's vision is broader. Success in the kingdom includes peace, sustainability, impact, and legacy. It includes being able to sleep at night, to remain grounded, and to walk in integrity when no one is watching. God is expanding your understanding of prosperity beyond numbers into wholeness. Chosen One, as you stand in this phase, know that you are not being tested to fail. You are being trained to carry. Every internal adjustment, every boundary, every moment of quiet obedience is preparing you for a level of provision that will not overwhelm you. You are becoming someone who can receive without fear, manage without anxiety, and give without depletion. Anointed One, stay steady, stay attentive, stay surrendered. You are not behind. You are not late. You are exactly where preparation meets promise. Chosen One, there is a threshold you eventually reach where preparation turns into permission. It is not announced. It does not arrive with noise. It shows up as an internal clarity that cannot be shaken. You stop asking for signs, not because you no longer believe, but because belief has settled into knowing. This is where you are now. Heaven has been watching how you carry silence, how you handle restraint, how you steward waiting, and now something subtle but powerful has shifted. You are no longer being prepared for wealth, you are being authorized for it. Anointed One authorization does not mean everything changes overnight. It means resistance changes direction. Instead of pushing against you, circumstances begin to respond to you. Instead of feeling like you are forcing movement, you notice doors opening with less effort. Alignment replaces struggle. This is not luck. This is readiness meeting timing. I remember the moment this happened for me. Nothing dramatic occurred externally, but internally I felt settled, decisive, and unafraid. I stopped negotiating with doubt. I stopped second-guessing what God had already confirmed. That inner alignment became a signal to heaven that I could now be trusted with more. Chosen One. This is where discernment becomes non-negotiable. As momentum increases, distractions also increase. Not everything that opens is sent. Not every opportunity that looks good is aligned. Wealth attracts options, and options require wisdom. God has been sharpening your discernment precisely for this reason. You are learning to move from clarity, not excitement, from conviction, not pressure, from purpose, not comparison. If something requires you to compromise your peace, it is too expensive, no matter how profitable it looks. Anointed One, there is also a shift in how you relate to fear. Fear no longer paralyzes you. It informs you. You acknowledge it without obeying it. This is emotional mastery. Fear will always attempt to speak when responsibility increases. But now fear is no longer your leader. It has become an indicator rather than a controller. I learned that courage is not the absence of fear, but the refusal to let fear dictate direction. God is teaching you the same. Wealth demands courage, not recklessness. It demands calm authority under pressure. Chosen one at this stage, heaven begins to test consistency rather than intensity. You do not need to prove your passion anymore. You are being observed for reliability. Will you show up with the same integrity when no one is watching? Will you steward small decisions with the same care as large ones? Wealth is not entrusted to moments. It is entrusted to patterns. God watches patterns closely. The way you speak when tired, the way you decide when stressed, the way you treat others when you have leverage. These things matter deeply. Anointed One, you may notice that your emotional responses are slower but stronger. You are less reactive but more resolute. This is maturity. This is the fruit of all the internal work you have been doing. When wealth arrives, reactions become expensive. One emotional decision can undo years of progress. God has been teaching you to pause, to breathe, to respond rather than react. This is not passivity. This is power under control. Chosen One, there is also a refinement happening in how you define loyalty. Loyalty is no longer about history alone. It is about alignment. Some people were assigned to your past, not your future. Honoring their role does not require carrying them forward. This truth is difficult but necessary. I struggled with this for a long time, holding on to connections out of obligation rather than alignment. Every time I did, I felt friction. When I finally released those expectations, peace followed. God is teaching you that loyalty to your calling must come before loyalty to comfort. Anointed One, wealth from heaven also requires emotional independence. You are learning not to depend on external affirmation to feel secure. Approval is unstable currency. God is anchoring you internally so you are not swayed by praise or discouraged by criticism. This inner stability will protect you when visibility increases. The more visible you become, the more opinions you will attract. Emotional independence allows you to hear what is useful and release what is noise. Chosen One. There may also be moments now where you feel a sense of urgency mixed with restraint. You know it is time to move, but you are not rushing. This balance is divine. Urgency without restraint leads to error. Restraint without urgency leads to stagnation. God is teaching you to move decisively but wisely, to act without panic, to advance without anxiety. This is the rhythm of sustainable success. Anointed One, you are also being prepared for the responsibility of impact. Wealth is not just about personal comfort. It affects families, communities, and future generations. God is expanding your vision beyond yourself. You may feel drawn to think about legacy, about contribution, about purpose beyond profit. This is not idealism. This is alignment. Heaven never releases resources without intention. God is positioning you to be a steward of influence, not just income. Chosen One. This phase may feel quieter than expected. There may be fewer emotional highs, fewer dramatic moments. Do not mistake quiet for inactivity. Quiet often indicates stability. The most dangerous storms are not the loud ones. They are the ones that look calm before impact. Heaven works with precision. Systems are being aligned. Opportunities are being coordinated. People you have not met yet are being prepared to cross your path at the right moment. Timing is everything, and God does not miss. Anointed One, trust the confidence that is forming in you. Not arrogance, but assurance. You no longer need to chase. You no longer need to prove. You move because you are led, not because you are pressured. This internal authority is one of the clearest signs that you are ready for what is coming. When God authorizes someone, He gives them peace that cannot be explained by circumstances. Chosen one, stay attentive in this season. Do not relax your discipline simply because things feel easier. Ease is not permission to drift. It is confirmation to stay aligned. Keep your habits clean. Keep your intentions pure. Keep your spirit sensitive. The wealth that is approaching your life is not meant to overwhelm you. It is meant to flow through you, and everything you have walked through up to this point has prepared you to carry it well. Chosen one, as this word comes to rest in your spirit, know this with certainty: nothing you have heard today was delayed, misplaced, or spoken too soon. You are standing in your Kairos moment, the exact window heaven appointed for alignment, release, and divine transition. What has been falling away was never meant to cross into this season, and what is coming now is already in motion, already authorized, already prepared. Anointed one, may your heart remain steady and your spirit remain soft as the hand of God completes what He has begun. May clarity replace confusion, peace replace pressure, and quiet confidence rise where fear once lingered. The separation was necessary, the refinement was intentional, and the wealth, the elevation, the divine provision ahead will fit the person you have become. I declare over you discernment without fear, provision without striving, and favor without compromise. May you walk forward lighter, wiser, and deeply assured that heaven is backing every aligned step you take. Stay faithful, stay surrendered, stay grateful even before manifestation, for gratitude is the language of trust. If this word bore witness in your spirit, you may seal it quietly by commenting 777 and share where you are watching from as a testimony of alignment. Remain connected, remain attentive, and walk forward, knowing this: your old life has ended well, and your new season has already begun.